Welcome back. This is Dreddeus with another episode in the Chicago Bears franchise. We're now in week 13 of the second season since taking over the team and pressing the hard reset button. And before we start, I want to say thank you to each and everyone that is joining me on this journey here. Not only the Bears franchise, but also basically my YouTube journey. It's a lot of fun and a lot of positive feedback from you really makes it enjoyable. So thank you so much for that. Let's dive into the meat of it. We get the first view at the playoff picture. This is going to be very interesting for us because we do have the season goal of making the playoffs. We've got a cold opponent. Press conference. We're going to be taking a look at the Detroit Lions, who look really dangerous. 95 offense, 87 defense, 91 overall. This is really no joke team, but they are a cold opponent. 4-8 currently. I'd really like to push them to a 4-9. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. First off, let's take a look at the playoff picture. And we are up here, upper right corner in the wildcard round. Going to be playing the Washington Commanders if everything would stay the same. So the playoffs 2024, I think we should be able to be in here. We're the second seed overall. This is quite cool, actually. Could mean that we could even break through to the divisional round and sort of avoid the wild card altogether. That would be cool. So of course we're going to try and keep at it. Apart from that, I think getting to the Super Bowl is a really it's a little bit of a too high target for this year. Next year I do feel like we could be ready, but this season I think it's too much to ask for. If we get there, I'm not going to say no, but if we don't, I'm not going to be too sad about that. I want to get into the playoffs. That's important. I would like to get into the divisional round or into the championship round. I think that would be a major success for us. All right, next up, let's take a look at the cold opponent press conference. Coach, the Lions are struggling, but sometimes a team can trip up unexpectedly by looking ahead to the next game. Any fear that this is a trap game? I'm going to say no fear. Not at all. This is the NFL and everybody's a threat. We stress that week in and week out. The second you overlook an opponent is the second you make headlines for getting upset. Yeah, cold streak. Lions are struggling. All players will have -5 break tackle, play recognition, tackle for this game. Beat the Lions, avoid falling victim. Alright, so we basically only, in air quotes, have to win. Alright, well, one explanation, of course, is the quarterback. Justin Herbert is the quarterback here, superstar dev trait, 98 overall, 7th best ranked quarterback in the game currently. Yeah, this is the first real hurdle for us. Behind him, we've got Jared Goff, 2983, and Cameron Rising. Sounds like a sequel, right, to Cameron, and then Cameron Rising, and then the return of Cameron. Whatever. Halfback, DeAndre Swift. We know him from the Dolphins franchise. He was very good there, and he's very good here. Alexander Madison, Zach Evans. Alexander Madison, where did he come from? Joining from the Minnesota Vikings, exactly. All right, so good running room. Fullback, Alec Ingold. Wide receiver core consisting of Amon Ross and Brown, younger brother of Equanimeous St.Brown, so sort of runs in the family. And here we can see the stats for this player. 11th best wide receiver overall. That is really special. Wow. Next up, we've got Gabe Davis, who joined from free agency, 2594. These two are really two elite wide receivers. Going to be super dangerous. Jameson Williams with a 23 and 88 overall. Star of trade, also looking very, very dangerous. The speed and acceleration, really 95, 98, really make him a standout at the moment already. Tim Patrick, it's a good solid bridge player. And Cam Camper, a rookie, 2172 with a hidden dev trade. So good draft pick, I reckon. But these two, of course, are elite, and add Jameson Williams, who's on the verge of being very, very good. And you've got a very dangerous wide receiver core. Tight end Michael Mayer, Foster Moreau, James Mitchell. Right, Foster Moreau, formerly, was it with the Raiders or the Saints? Let me just check that out. Las Vegas Raiders, yes. And Michael Mayer, he was such a standout player for me in the Dolphins franchise. Here he doesn't seem to be getting a lot of action. But of course, if you've got these wide receivers, not really much incentive to go with the tight end. But I like him a lot. I really think that he's a great player, and I'd take him with open arms, man. Really, take him with open arms. Left tackle, Taylor Decker, 30 and 87. Prince Tega Wanogo as the backup here. Very good player. Jonah Jackson, 84. Quick Kronk behind him. Not Gronk, but Kronk. Jonah Jackson, center Frank Ragnow, and Raheem Anderson, a rookie, 75. Looking normal here. Right guard is Halapulivati Vaitai, 31-78. Looking decent. Coyote Awosika, also looking decent. Panay Sewell, 23-97. Superstar again. This offensive line is super tough. Really super tough. It will be very hard for our defense to break it. Left edge is Romo Okwara, 29-81. Josh Pascal behind him. Right edge, Aiden Hutchinson with an X factor. And Rondell Borthroyd. But Aiden Hutchinson, man, I really like this player. I used him in quite a few rebuilds that I did in Madden 22, and sort of proved everybody right that he was really going to be a very, very good player. D-tackle, Alim McNeil, 24-82, Solomon Thomas, Levi Onwuzurike, and Mikai Wingo, or Mikai Wingo, with the normal def J, no hidden def. But Alim McNeil is a solid one, as is Solomon Thomas, so two solid D-tackles. Left outside linebacker, Jonathan Cooper, 76, Jesse Bakete, and Jay Higgins. A little bit underwhelming, probably. Of course, looking at the attributes here shows us the real picture. 76 looks weak, but you see the pursuit, you see the acceleration. Means he's quick. Tackle, hit power, speed, power moves, awareness, strength are all pretty solid. So all of that really puts together a picture of a dangerous linebacker. Mid linebacker Alex Anzalone's injured. That might even be a little bit of a respite. Tanner Muse is here, and David Ugwoikbu. And Tanner Muse was combining very, very nastily with Alex Anzalone and was just shutting down things. A lot of places is where he was. Former Seahawk. Right outside linebacker Joe Tryon Shoyinka, Barrett Carter, and Malcolm Rodriguez. Barrett Carter is a rookie. Let me just check this one out. Okay, normal def trade action for him. Joe Tryon Shoyinka. Jesus, man. Former Buccaneer. All right. Cornerback Jeff Okuda with a superstar. Keely Ringo, another one of those dangerous cornerbacks. Mike Hughes is also there. Tariq Stevenson and DJ Turner completing the room. This is a very good secondary. Juan Thornhill, 28-80. And Gino Stone. Strong safety. Kirby Joseph, 23-83. And Ifeatu Medifon. Never heard of Kirby Joseph. Who's he? Where did he come from? Detroit, from the 2022 draft. Well, looks like an interesting pick. Kicker is Raleigh Patterson. Punter is Jack Fox. Very, very good punter right there. Okay, time for weekly strategy. Everything's elite about this group, actually. So we're going to try and defend the short pass as much as we can. We're going to put the training in the usual setup. Don't really feel like we need to go overboard here with anyone. Don't see anybody that really needs more training. We're going to run it inside. Actually, I can get behind that suggestion. Intensity will be full pads. Quarterback. Let's go the starter here. Halfback, let's go split. Wide receiver split. Tight end split. Kmet is tired, man. He needs a little bit of help. And Noah Gendorf, not sure if he will be the one to provide that help. In the long run, Jeremy Ruckert doing his best. But of course, he's not really there yet. Again, Max Brown, do we have an injury for a player? Let me just take a look here. Yes, I think we had an injury for, I think it was Beasley. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're gonna pick him. Max Braden is 82 already. I don't think that we really need to put too much pressure on that. Let's see, we'll go for the second target, or the 350. This is all very high. It's all too high. I don't think we'll get that. 30 points or less. Let's go for 24. Let's try 250. And we're going to win the turnover battle. I mean, we have to be confident going into this game and just exude a realistic confidence, right? That should help us. So the training results, of course, show us a little bit of a fatigue addition here for quite a few players, but no injuries. That is positive. On offense, same thing. We had started training with full pads. That sometimes results in a lot more injuries, but not today. That is good. We got 23 points. Let me just dump those into my head coach. We're gonna be going over here. Experience gains for free safeties. This is more the defensive area, and this is more the offensive area. I'm not quite sure which way I want to go. I think, you know, improving the defense is important, but we are already not that bad there, so I'm gonna put this over here. And by doing that, of course, locking out the defensive tree. But should be doable to focus on the offense. All right, let's go. David Montgomery gets an upgrade. Do I dump that into power back or into elusive back? I'm gonna put it into power back. Carrying stiff arm trucking, that's important, especially the carrying. I want to get rid of those fumbles. 89 for Darnell Mooney. He is fit again, of course. Felix Anadike-Uzomah gets some points into the speed rusher category with an 81 base. Oh, I clicked too early. +5 somewhere. Jesus. Logan Brown, my right tackle, gets an upgrade as well. 79 base now. Ike Hall, he's really showed up. Really liking him, and he's moved past Equanimeous St.Brown already. That is probably something to take note of. Avery Young with the quarterback sleeve. He's just so interested in everything, you know, just wants to learn everything, this dude. Christian Gonzalez, man-to-man. Do we have a reveal? Nope. 97 more downs to be played. Pierce Fisher. Back block, alright, that's good. Eric Gray, our second running back, gets an upgrade now, 75. And is now receiving back. Alex Leatherwood, backup right tackle. And you can see that, you know, we started with these players and they're probably not the highest rated players when we started out, but over time we're buffing them and making them better and better. And Damon Miller, he's 23, 75. This is promising. Lucas Finesse also getting an upgrade. We'll put that into a run stopper. He can develop behind Felix Anadike-Uzomah and Tremon Morris-Bush. Right edge backup for Nick Bosa. Also getting a few upgrade points. Of course, he's light years away from where Nick Bosa is currently, but that cannot be expected from a player to immediately break into the Superstar X Factor category. All right, let's take a look here at the setup of the team. I think this is looking quite good actually. On offense, what about defense? Beasley's back. I like Sanborn as a backup for the left outside linebacker position, to be honest. Ford Field in Detroit, home of the Lions, of course, and we're going to be the away team. And that is going to be tricky. Justin Herbert here on the season, 3,100 yards, 22 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Justin Fields is also having a good season. Can't really fault him. He's a superstar right now, and he's performing well. And we're of course going to be lining up in the away uniforms. White top, blue pants, white socks. Like the details on the uniforms. And here come the Lions in the home uniform. Justin Herbert leading the team out onto the pitch. And that is really going to be very tricky to beat him. But okay, come on defense. So they're on the board with a field goal. That is probably best case scenario after an attack from a 95 rated offense. David Montgomery, we're going to start with him. That was very good. Breaking forward 8 yards, 54 only last week. Of course, can't really be too happy with that. But it was a different type of game. Off we go. David Montgomery, Darnell Mooney are my options. AKA Hall is gonna move over a little bit. Hard hit immediately, 3rd and 2. Justin Fields with immediately the 0-1 record. David Montgomery, let's go. I know that the pass coverage will be very, very tough. I mean, we're very good on the running side. As David Montgomery breaks through here, Joseph cannot really hold him. So that is positive, but next to that left-hand side run, but we'll be mixing it up though. Do want to try pass plays as well. Here comes David Montgomery going forward, and Aiden Hutchinson gets a hand across, stops him pretty quickly. Left-hand side run. Game day factor, right? Everybody's well rested. Jeff Okuda, Aiden Hutchinson. There we go. Breaking forward. 3rd and inches. There we go. Let's go, Lions. Yeah. Okay, forward. Forward we go. Protecting the ball nicely here with a hit from Pascal on our running back. Next up, halfback quick base. It looks to be okay. I think the pass coverage is probably going to be very tricky to beat. Oh, yeah, this was a quick one. 41. Got the arm around David Montgomery right here. Let's go with the slip screen here. Gonna drag him backwards. Come on for a block. Let's go. 3rd and 3. Single back, 24 zone open, left-hand side run. It is with us 4 up front, and the other players lining up behind that. They are not giving us a lot of room for passing, you know. Halfback quick base, left-hand side. Off we go. Tanner Muse gets the hands around Montgomery after he has stopped. I mean, he broke it. Not a tackle, but it was a block that he broke there. What do we do? Halfback dive. Probably interesting. Halfback power. Oh, let's try this one here. I think Aiden Hutchinson's going to come at us. So we're going to go the inside zone split. Boom. 3rd and 6. No gain. Okay, double cross. Montgomery or Cole Kmet, the players I'm going to be looking for. Fourth and 2. Alim McNeil with an injury here for the big D tackle from the Lions. Around the 26-yard line. 4th and 2. Do we go for a field goal? Or do I try and get those 2 yards? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Oh, there we go. I think we got it. Everybody's clapping, so that seems to be proof of that. But you can just see that it's incredibly tight, incredibly quickly. Set up a halfback dive here. You know, is there a play that I could go with to sort of drag them out of position? Let's go the mesh spot. Let's just try this one. Ruckert, Claypool, Kmet. Oh dear. That was not Kmet, that was Ruckert. Could have gone with somewhere else, probably. Left-hand side run, David Montgomery. But just look at the setup of those 3 players in the middle. I think a boot slide. Let's go for a bench. Ruckert or Kmet again. Kmet is free, so we get 5 yards, 35. Shallow cross. Just want to mix it up a little bit, you know. 4 verticals. Montgomery is going to be my wild card here. And that was wildly inaccurate. 4th and 5. Let's take the field goal. No wind in here, that is good. Slightly off to the right, but overall nothing happening here. Cameron Dicker. Okay, so we tried the running, we tried the passing, both worked similarly, I would say. Another field goal. Okay. Second half, second quarter, 1 minute 35 to be played. Okay, I'm gonna drag him backwards. Jeff Okudah. Braxton Jones picks up an injury now. Left tackle player. 2nd and 8. We're gonna go with another one. Pierce Fisher taking over with number 54. Okay, this is not working. Do we have something extremely clever up our sleeves? Let's go. A GA Hall. Kmet could open up back there. There we go. Holding onto the ball, that is super important. And he gets it done. The big tight end. Passing forwards. Awesome job. Awesome job. Well done. High ankle sprain. Yeah, so substitute Pierce Fisher joins in on the mix now. Kmet, Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney would be interesting. Oh, and Jeff Okudah. I mean, he's a superstar, so that is not even that unrealistic. Darnell Mooney, factory resets on the pitch here. As soon as I saw him, you know, turn the corner a little bit more, I knew that I could go with him. Mesh spot, 40 seconds to go. 20 seconds now. Okay, timeout called. 5 yards into the end zone. It was a good play. I feel like we can do a little bit better, even better. Mooney, Hall, Kmet. Let's see. Shove down, 3 yards. Slowly but surely, inching forward here. I'd really like to get a touchdown. Gonna set up an X corner. Then we're gonna go inside zone split. Off we go. Reset, reshuffle. Go, 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 go. David Montgomery is gonna go straight ahead. Shoving, pushing, fighting. Another one. 4th and inches. I called a timeout. I don't have a timeout anymore. Oh, that is on me. I thought I had 3 timeouts. Didn't check that. Okay. We're just gonna agree to not talk about that, alright? Kick return middle. Troy Franklin, wide receiver. We traded for. Let's see, do we have a gap somewhere? What I like about Troy Franklin is that he seemingly has strength. You know, he can push forward, as of course does David Montgomery. Let's play. Let's play, guys. Should have gone for the field goal before. That was not clever. Tried to be smart, but then clock just ran down. Tanner Muse. Gets a hand on David Montgomery here. Zone split weak. Off we go. Taking down Jeff Okudah. Once more on the left side. He's really doing very well in Detroit. 2022 season was not that convincing, but could have been way worse. And he basically showed what he can do. That was an early breakup. They were tracking the runs, so sort of probably could have gone with one of those wide receivers. And that was complete shit. That was really shit. Just take a look at this. Why are we going like this? All right, there's no screen. They're getting stuck. They're getting stuck on each other. So that's why there's no screen. David Montgomery turns it around, and it's just such an easy takedown here. Sometimes Madden is so dumb, like, it really hurts. Okay, do we go the aggressive approach? Yes, we do. Chase Claypool going forward here, but brought down by Tanner Muse. Mike Hughes with an injury. All right. I'm not going to pretend that I'm sad about that. Nothing to do with him, but it's just matter of fact, one less defender to worry about. Oh, Jesus Christ. Second and freaking 18, man. Cooper breaking through here. Just not even a block. Try to get to the side, but not happening. And that's a sack, and that is not good. All right, Kmet. Chase Claypool. Let's go. Smacked away quite easily here at number 5. 18 yards. 18 freaking yards, man. I'm gonna go the wide stick, and we're gonna put Chase Claypool on the slant route. Claypool or Hall, one of you two, please get free. Oh, couldn't wait anymore. Offensive line was collapsing. 53-yard field goal is where it's going to be at. Let's just take a quick look at this one here. Get the ball. I was waiting for Claypool to get free. I could have gone forward, right? Probably. And I had to pass. I would have liked to wait for Claypool to sort of get here until I pass, because then it would have been free. But like this, it's actually lucky that I didn't get an interception. Let's go like this. Slightly towards the right. On a long kick like that, it can turn out to be problematic, but Cameron Dicker puts it between the sticks. And you know why, right? Because Cameron Dicker is our kicker. And now they score a touchdown. Now it's over with the by and by, and this was to be expected. I knew this was going to happen at some point in time. Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool. Smacked away. Julio Ringo. That coverage is really, really good. Left-hand side run, David Montgomery. Let's fight to get back into the game here. Dragged down by the last player, 36. But it was a good one. Good pickup. I think that was Thornhill. Zone split weak. Left-hand side. That was it was really very good in opening up. Sort of jumping over that player. That took a little bit of the speed away. Let's go to the wide corner. I want to get this one away to Kmet before the end of the third quarter. Now let's go like this. Darnell Mooney with a very weird spinning catch animation there. Okay, red zone scissors. Let's get David Montgomery through this bunch of players here. Third and 1. A shove here on Justin Fields. Doesn't really get that far. Halfback dive. I should have gone for the field goal in the first half. That was stupid. It's always the same. I always want to go for the big points. Sort of get everything sorted quickly. Get a hit, get an advantage, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. Mooney, Kmet. Stepping out of bounds here. 2nd and 3. And actually worked a little bit better than I feared it would. Kmet, Darnell Mooney. Claypool also has an interesting route. Out of reach. One could argue that there was interference there. I mean, that one wouldn't be me, but one could argue. Halfback dive, straight ahead, 3 yards. And we're going to get blocked on this one. Stiff arming our way forwards up to the 11-yard line. Mesh spot. Alright, Aguirre, Hall, Mooney, Kmet. Damn it. Damn it, you bastard. Everybody was dragging defenders away and he was still waiting there. There's a snap. And let's find a way through here, but we're stopped by Joseph at the 2-yard line. Rushing offense. 32. I wonder why we're actually not that bad when it comes to rushing, right? Do we have an inside zone split? Yeah, let's go with this. 2 yards. Everybody's in position, and here we go, we're in. Found the route, got inside. David Montgomery. And we equalize. 13-13. Let's just hope that our defense holds them. This is what it'll boil down to. Come on, D. Defense holds them. Freaking huge. I mean, we're at our own 2-yard line, so... Tricky. Tricky. What do we do? We need to go with a dive. And thank the Lord that there's no penalty by anyone. 2-minute warning incoming. As we move forward to the 13-yard line. Gives us a little bit of a breathing space. All right, let's go. Second and 6. Another one. To be honest, I think an inside zone split might work a little bit better here. Snap it. Get across that line quickly. 13-13. A field goal will help us. A touchdown will seal it. So what do we go for? Darnell Mooney. Let's go. Shoved out of bounds here at the 13-yard line. And what a perfect run. What a perfect pass. Great play by Justin Fields. Take a look at that. Placing it perfectly. Chose the run option. Number 41 can't get us. And we're up pretty far. Pretty far up the field. Let's go. The 24 zone open. 53 seconds. I went out of bounds, so that was probably not the best thing to do. Brought down here at the 7-yard line. Mekhi Wingo with an injury for the Lions. And off we go. The mountain zone left-hand side. Called a timeout, and also a timeout due to the injury. Jeremy Ruckert going to go over there, drag a defender with him. And we are in. 46 seconds to go. Could have waited a little bit longer, probably. Could have waited a little bit longer. But we get the touchdown. Huggins with an important block on Thornhill. Come on, defense. And they get back. This is what I meant. All right, we've got 16 seconds. 16 seconds. Let's go with the bench switch here. Chase Claypool, Aguiye Hall. Incomplete pass. Cameron Dicker. Do I have to say that if I would have gone for the field goal in the first half, we would already be with the decision on the game. Kmet or Montgomery. Third and 7, timeout called, 28 yards. We lose yardage here. I think the play action cross is what we're going to be doing. 5 seconds only. It's not a lot of time. And it's broken up. Shit. We turned it around only to be. Bears have won the toss, alright, so we're going to receive, of course. Okay. Defend left. Overtime. I don't need another tie here, right? So I'm gonna try and be clever about this. Troy Franklin. Oh man. You know, this kick return thing, I don't really get it. Because you have to have so much luck in finding a gap. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's go power O left hand side. Gonna switch over to a halfback gut right hand side. Very well done. David Montgomery up to the 36. 3 minutes 20 on the clock. Alright, halfback ISO. Let's go. ISO cross. Let's go with this one here. Kmet or Claypool. Good thing is that we have options. A hard hit on Claypool here. Ah, this was Kmet. Not Claypool. But we get the distance. We're up at the 41-yard line. We're inching forward. We've got time on our side. Let's go. Block. And there we go. We find some space. Ooh. Almost breaking through here. David Montgomery on the opposing 41 as we are hit by the 2-minute warning. Alright, wide corner. Let's set this one up. Kmet. Do I put him on a hot route? Do I go with something entirely different? Let's go with this one here. I don't get this. Why is this so inaccurate? Half back, quick base. They're setting up very tightly now. But we find a gap. And another first down. They're not calling any timeouts at the moment. This is still Madden 23, so it will still mean that if we get a touchdown, we win. And because the new rules are that the other team will get the ball one more time. We're stopped here. 2nd and 8. Shallow cross. Gonna go with Kmet. I like his route. I'm gonna be putting Mooney on a slant route. There you go, man. That spin motion. All right, halfback zone weak. 38 seconds. Off we go. Calling one timeout. We still have one more left. You know, I know that they're gonna ice the kick if I choose to go for one. So that means I have to be either super close or we have to be productive before that. Let's flip this one around. Rather go towards the left-hand side. Why? I have no freaking clue. 9 yards. It's the final timeout. 16 seconds to go. You know what? I could try a pass. Let's just take the field goal. Ooh, and it's gonna be good. Oh my god, man! I thought I missed it again, or I was gonna put it on the bar, on the upright. But we get it between the sticks, and now they have 13 seconds. And I don't know what was going on there because there was so much time on the clock. But we win 23 versus 20 in overtime. We basically beat the cold opponent and achieved the target. It was a hard one today. 212 yards is not bad, but 56% completion rate is not great. 1 touchdown, 1 interception for Justin Herbert. 209 yards, David Montgomery, 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift, 50 and 1. 7.2 in average, that is good. Jameson Williams, Darnell Mooney, Equanimeous St.Brown. No surprise that they went over the air a lot. Defense, total solo tackle leader Kenneth Murray Jr., total tackle leader Kirby Joseph, Kai Wingo, Jonathan Cooper, 1 sack for Jonathan Cooper, 1 interception for Jacquan Brisker, our strong safety. Well done, Jacquan. I know we expected to win that game, but like you said, everyone is a threat in the league. Someone has to lose. Better them than us. Every win is a W, so your entire team earned plus 1,000 experience points. We're gonna take that, of course. I mean, why wouldn't we? 8-3-1, topping the NFC North, beating another division rival. Next week, the Washington Commanders in week 14, another away game. Then it's the Vikings away and the Packers away. So, a very hard, tough season stretch towards the end of the season. I enjoyed this game. It wasn't always beautiful, clean, bad decisions in there as well. Could have gone for the field goal in the first half. That would have probably taken away some stress towards the end. and you know, saved us overtime. But I don't care. We got the win. Everybody played their part. Our defense went up to 89 now. That is awesome. And yeah, really happy with the game and with another win. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop me a like and subscribe. That just always means a lot to me. And of course, it helps the channel. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you lot. And see you next time.